He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans' offense will go on the attack first. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And you have to be so impressed by what you've seen from the secondary all season long when it comes to taking the ball away. It's like when the ball's in the air, David, it's theirs or it's nobody's. And every single year we see really good secondaries. We see guys that can cover and run around and fly around. But you don't see the ball skills like what they have. It's almost like they've got a bunch of receivers playing back.
Yeah, and it's really fun to watch them play on a string together. When they're in zone coverage, man, they have such great vision on the quarterback. They break on the football. When they're in man coverage, man, it looks, you're right, it looks like they're a wide receiver at times. So they present a lot of challenges. And if I'm a QB, man, I'm not making this thing about me throwing up 50-50 balls to my wide receiver because this defense has proven they'll make plays.
Might as well run him again. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Buckeyes offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup, and, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, say it. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They were all over it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Throwing, say it. Out wide right, it's Jackson. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Pass to 6. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Going to the run, it's Jackson. Maybe a crease. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up when we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Say it. Into the end zone. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. On the ground, it's Edwards. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
They'll go to the counter. Open space at the 25. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what?
Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Snap in the shotgun. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full of him today.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Here's Sayin to throw. Got his man. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Lined up in the gun on third down, Sayin. Makes the grab down the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Going with the counter play here. Finding Simone. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Sayin escapes the pressure to his right. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Drops back. It's Sayin. They're working that left side. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Over. From the red zone, it's Rodgers. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. From the gun, it's Edwards. Oh, what a move to get room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Spartans are in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football.
He's looking deep. Grabs it inside the 15. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Touchdown, Spartans! Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, obviously, this has been a defensive struggle the entire first half, so how big was it for the offense to score a touchdown, their last possession of the first half, get an opportunity to tie this thing up going in at halftime? I think we can expect a lot of the same here in the second half, but no doubt, huge for their confidence offensively.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Rush is on. Back's got it on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running inside, it's Rodgers. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Throw it, say it. Right side, it's Rodgers. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Sayin. The quick out. Breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. You see this kicker not only needing to generate power, but lining it up from the left hash. A 59-yard try coming. And he had just enough to will that one home. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with the UConn Huskies taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's Connecticut in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Now back over to your game in Columbus. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
The Spartans will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Trying to set the tone with the run. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do.
Booster, booster. Go.
Say it. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. So the turnover sets up their first drive of this second half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead. Play action on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. From the gun, looking for a man. They're all over him. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that's going to tie it up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Here's Sayin to throw. Spits it out to the back. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover.
Sweet. Let it go.
Sayin from the gun on third down. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. At the 35, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeye! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Looking for a crease, it's Edwards. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Looking deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. Trying to make one miss. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Buckeyes sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. The run inside. It's Jackson. Got the first down. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long they knew that they had to key on this guy and really
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Say it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
From the gun on third down, say it. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
And you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Here's Julian saying to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to pound it in. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a stop for this defense. What a tremendous play. Ready to go with the final quarter. Back to work in the final period of this one. Hits inside. It's Edwards. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff again. He's stopped.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Hunt is in the air. Not a lot of room to field this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Quick give. It's Jackson. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it, time running out, got to get the football back. 2 good plays, now 3rd down. I stay aggressive, have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive, get that football back for your offense.
Out wide right, it's Smith. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bed.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Past the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And space, the band might as well start playing. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
Looking for a gap, it's Edwards. He's past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Finds his tight end.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the fourth quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Has to have it on fourth down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Spartans will hustle to the line.
And I don't think anybody's surprised. Big play. Who do you give it to? The guy you've given it to today, and he's had so much success. You trust him. You know he's getting the football. He delivers for the first down.
Complete in the middle. Makes the grab, and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Spartans are in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Edwards. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got the tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And he added the extra point. Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Okay, Justy, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their second timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Now the Spartans calling their third and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.